Hi everyone, my name is Wongil Singh. In today's class, we're going to learn how to solve quadratic equations whose coefficients are irrational numbers by factorization method with the help of these two equations. So let's do it. Let us first solve equation number 1. X square plus 5 root 2x plus 12 equals to 0. So first, what do we need to do is multiply the coefficient of x square with the constant term. This is your first term, second term, and the third term. So first term contains x square, second term contains x, and the third term is the constant term. So coefficient of x square, if it is no 1, it is unity or 1. So you need to multiply the coefficient of x square with the constant term. So that is 1 times 12 is 12. So write in how many ways you can show 12 as a product of factors. So one way is this, another write as many as possible. 4 times 3 is also 12, or 6 times 2 is also 12, or as a product of prime factors you can further break this as 3 into 2 into 2. 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12. So these 4 ways you can show 12, right? Now, the middle term contains root 2. So what do we need to do is, among these, I'm going to use this one. We'll further break one of the two as root 2 into root 2. Okay. So still the product is 12. Next, rearrange these numbers. So if you multiply them, it is 12. 3 2s are 6. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. So 6 times 2 is 12. And if you add them, the answer is 5 root 2. So the middle term, you can break the middle term only when you find two numbers such that when you multiply them, the product is the product is this, and when you add or subtract them, you should get the middle term. Okay. So which we have found those two numbers. So we'll write 3 root 2x plus 2 root 2x plus 12. If you add them, you are getting 5 root 2. Next, what do? You take common from the first two terms and common from the second two terms. And the common from these two terms is 2 root 2. Okay, so 2 root 2 into x is this 2 root 2x. 2 root 2 into how much is 12? You can see here 2 root 2 into 3 root 2 is 12. Right? Also, one thing needs to be consistent is that the the numbers inside the bracket, the common which you have taken from the first part, it should be same even in the second part. So that also, putting that also into like account, you can consider which one to take common. And since we have perfectly split the middle term using this factor form, so it's it's for sure that whatever common we get from the first two terms, the same common we are going to get from the second two terms. Now, once we have done this, we again need to find common between the first term and the second term. So out of these two terms, what is common? X plus 3 root 2 is common. If you multiply this with x, you'll get the first term. If you multiply with this plus 2 root 2, we get the second term. Next, it's like a into b. Let's say this is b and this is your a equals to 0. When you multiply two numbers and the product is 0, means one of them has to be 0. So this is the concept we need to use here. So it's either x plus 3 root 2 equals to 0 or x plus 2 root 2 equals to 0. So solving these two equations, x is equals to minus 3 root 2 or x equals to minus 2 root 2. You know that when we solve a quadratic equation, we get two values of x. So from this one is 3 minus 3 root 2, another is minus 2 root 2. So I hope you understood. Whenever you see an irrational number in the middle term, this is how it's done. Now we'll move on to question number 2. It says it's root 5x square plus 9x plus 4 root 5 equals to 0. So here also what do? We multiply the first two. We multiply the coefficient of x square with the constant term. So root 5 into 4 root 5 equals to how much? It's 1. Nobody's here means 1. 1 into 4 is 4. 4 times root 5 into root 5 is 5. It's 20. So one way of showing 20 is this. Another 4 times 5 is 20. 2 into 10 is 20. Right? 20 into 1 is also 20. So these are the different ways you can show the number 20, right? So we need two digits such that the addition or subtraction between them is the middle term and the product of those two numbers is, those two digits is 20. So this is the number. Because 4 plus 5 is 9 and 4 times 5 is 20. So here also we'll take common from the first two terms. So common is what? The common is root 5x. So root 5x into x is root 5x square. Root 5x into how much is this? Plus root 5. Here you need to be careful that root 5 times into root 5 is 5. So that's why this is the right number that you should choose. From here, this sign will repeat, and from here the common, as it's visible clearly, 4 is the common. So 4 times x is 4x and 4 times root 5 is 4 root 5. Like I said, these two are going to be the same. It has to be the same. So after that, whatever is similar you keep in one bracket, and the rest you put it in another. So this is root 5x plus 4 equals to 0. So I guess from now you can get the values of x. Obviously, one x is it's going to be minus root 5. The another one is going to be minus 4 upon root 5. Okay, let me do it for you. So after this point, we'll use the idea that two numbers equal, product of two numbers is 0, means one of them must be 0. So either x plus root 5 is 0, that means x equals to minus root 5, or root 5x plus 4 equals to 0, that means minus 4. I don't have a space here. Okay, let me do it. So x equals to minus 4 upon root 5. Okay. So one value is this, another is this. But remember, we don't keep an irrational number in the denominator. So that's why many people don't consider this result. Okay. They want a rational number in the denominator. So in order to get that, we'll have to rationalize this number by multiplying and dividing with this number, with the denominator. What you'll get is minus 4 root 5 upon root 5 into root 5 is 5. Now the denominator is a rational number. So one x is minus root 5, another is minus 4 root 5 upon 5. So I hope you understood clearly by these two examples. Whenever you see a question like this where the coefficients are irrational numbers, you can split them or you can solve them by factorization method if it is solvable. Like once you get the factors like this, if it can be if the middle term can be split apart, then only this is solvable. Otherwise you'll have to go for the formula. All right, thank you and see you in the next class.